Hi and welcome back to my channel and to this plan with me in my Archer and Olive daily agenda. So this is for the week of June 15th to the 21st and I'm going to be taking part in another planner challenge. This is the hashtag BC Stronger Together challenge and it's set by Queen Fancy Plans, Katie Did Plans and also Deep Planner Babe. And so I've designed these stickers myself. And these stickers have been designed using Canva images and Publisher. Some of the images were already in Canva and I'm going to go through each sticker individually to tell you which parts I designed and which parts were already designed by Canva. And I decided to take inspiration from the image that the ladies used in setting this challenge by using nude skin tones throughout the spread. And so you can see lots of different shades of pink and brown and white and black and red and orange and all sorts of different nude tones. So I used each image in the background of the banners as the same way that I'd done before, but this time using a marble effect as a countertop effect, and also created some other pins using the same colour tones, just so that I could really create that similar scattered photos on a countertop look, but keeping with the new colour theme that I'm using this week. And so what I'm going to be doing later on is I'm going to be highlighting some planners that I really think you should take a look at if you haven't come across them already. So I'm going to highlight their accounts right at the end of this video. So now that I've positioned these stickers, I'm going to highlight each individual one as I lay it down in the spread. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down the stickers first and then I'm going to lay down the banners, just so that I can get all of my lines correct and in the right places. So this first one here is a Martin Luther King Jr. quote. "The time is always right to do what is right." And the second is an Oprah Winfrey quote. "I believe that every single event in life happens in an opportunity to choose love over fear." And then a Rosa Parks quote. "You must never be fearful about what you are doing when it is right." And then "We're all in this together." And all of these images so far were already designed by Canva, so all I had to do was download them and I placed them in Publisher so that I could print them all onto one A4 spread of sticker paper. And this is another one with the linked hands, "We're all in this together." Again, another Canva image. All I had to do was download them. They were already designed for me. I think I may have slightly changed the background colour of this one just so that it fit in with the theme better. And then we have a Katherine Johnson quote, "You are no better than anyone else, and no one is better than you." And then a Maya Angelou quote, "My mission in life is not merely to survive, but to thrive, and to do so with some passion, some compassion, some humour, and some style." An Alice Walker quote, "No person is your friend who demands your silence or denies your right to grow." And then another holding hands image, "We're all in this together." I think the only thing I edited about this one was the background colour. And then this is the image that was used in the challenge image. So I'm presuming that the ladies also use Canva. And this is that linked pinky image. So then for the banners, I used photos that I found from Google and images that I used in Canva to create these new images as well. So the marble is a Canva image for the countertop. And then each of these individual photos was built within the Canva program. The No Justice, No Peace pin was also used using a Canva image, as with the Black Lives Matter pin and the We Stand With You pin. So all of these images were created in Canva and then laid out in Publisher so I could print them all onto one side of sticker paper. And then as ever, I also created these banners down the bottom and the date covers as well in Publisher using that same marble image as I used for the banner background. And this time I decided to move my lines a little bit so that I could fit these images in a little better. And so I really had to take some time to measure each of the date covers out so that it fit properly. So I have been continuing to highlight interesting facts, important issues, and also petitions and raising awareness for the Black Lives Matter movement across all of my social media, but particularly on my personal social media account. So I've linked both down below. You'll be able to see my journaling account where you can see more details of the stickers, and also where you can find details of how you can get your hands on a file from myself for free so that you can print them yourself. And then on my personal account, I have a highlight with all of the information that I have been sharing in my stories with regards to raising awareness and standing in solidarity with the Black Lives Matter movement. And I make no apologies for doing so. I spoke at length in my last video on 3 issues as to why I think it's important to stand with our brothers and sisters in solidarity at this time. I make no apologies for that, and there's certainly more information on my Instagram accounts. So you can see the colour has slightly shifted, the background has slightly shifted. That's because I had to come inside. I was originally filming this outside on my table in the garden, and it was lovely and bright, and then it started to rain and it was going to ruin my stickers, so I had to come indoors. So you can see, not the best setup, but it gives a close-up way of looking at each of these date cards as well, so you can see the marble effect. Even though it's quite small and the script font is quite small, it's still quite effective. And then I decided when I was filling each of these out that for each of the days I would use some bullets, so that I would plan just several key things that I was doing each day. And so I've really been using this planner to outline what I'm doing in the week. It certainly won't detail everything that I'm doing. And on my channel, this is a bit of a revival for my channel, posting these videos. What I have decided to do, although I hadn't previously shared it with you who are tuning in, is I'm going to be sharing my planning retrospectively, so that anything I'm doing that's personal isn't shared ahead of the time that I'm doing it. Anything that might be a spoiler alert to anyone that I know, if it's something to do with a birthday or an anniversary or a surprise, means that that won't be ruined. But it also means that in terms of my personal movements, nothing is shared online that hasn't already happened. And I've seen a lot of planners do this for security purposes, and I just think it's something quite sensible to do to maintain a little bit of privacy for myself and my family. And so I used this sepia tone pen to write in the date numbers, and I'm using the black for the main body of writing, but both are a Unipin fine liner in 0.5. And these stencils I actually got free with my bullet journal, so I can't even list where I got them from, but there's a lovely little mixture of different lines and different bullets that you can use. So I decided to mix it up. I'm really enjoying writing on the paper in this planner. It's so thick, and it is just a really sturdy planner to use, although it's not really what I would call a handbag planner. Not one that I'm going to be throwing in my bag every time that I go out. It will definitely be one that stays on my desk at home, and that I really plan my week out in. So my bullet journal tends to be my everyday task planner. It's kind of the workhorse of my planner system. So part of the Stronger Together challenge is to really give our take on what we think that means, and I really do think that the news speaks for itself. I mentioned in my last video the amazing things that have been achieved through the protesting and the lobbying on behalf of Black Lives Matter. Just in a few short weeks, the amazing things that have been achieved throughout the world, and that continues. And so you can see here that I'm just checking on the exact spellings of the planners who set this challenge, particularly because Katie has an underscore in hers, and I make sure I get it in the right place. So they're all linked there, and they're all linked in the description, as well as a lot of other planners who I'd really like you to take a look at and support. The most important thing about this being a case of it being stronger together is that's how things will be achieved in the long run, for the long haul, and there's certainly a lot more work to be done. Whilst good work is being done every day and it's making a difference, that doesn't mean that we can rest on our laurels and not take it seriously to continue the work and continue fighting the fight. I mentioned in my previous video I'm a families worker at my church, and so Sunday is our deadline day, because obviously we have a service in the morning, albeit on YouTube at the moment, but it means that things need to be done by Sunday. There's no wiggle room. So as you can see here, I had a day off on Friday, and so I decided to use some little doodles to make this a little bit more fun for the day, as it wasn't about work, it was about having a nice time with some friends, social distancing of course, but seeing some friends and getting some stuff done around the house. However, switching my day off to a Friday does mean that I'm working harder on a Saturday now, so I needed a few more bullets for the Saturday to get all of my tasks done for work before Sunday. So just finishing off these last little bits. Just want to thank the ladies for setting this challenge. I'll be taking part in their next one, I believe, next week. And to say please do have a look at the planners that I'm about to highlight. There are also some planner supply accounts in this list as well. Please do take some time to have a look at them. You may be following them already. I make no apologies for elevating the voices and the work of the Black community at this time. I think it's really important to do so, particularly with the planning community, which is predominantly white. There's some stuff going on in the planning community at the moment that I'm not even going to allude to, because it's just rubbish. And we can elevate the good and ignore the bad. Suppress it, stamp on it, stamp it out, get rid of it. So here I am highlighting some wonderful planner accounts. These are all people that I follow, and they're all really good planners, and there's some beautiful spreads that they've done. And also some of the companies that I've listed here have got some fantastic supplies. This is the full spread. And I'm now going to put up some names of some planner accounts. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please give me a thumbs up if you did, and consider subscribing to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. Also, please consider following me on Instagram. As I said before, my personal account has a BLM highlight, raising awareness, and my journaling account has my sticker highlight, where you can see the details of the stickers that I've made and how you can get your hands on them for free yourself. So thank you, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.